Students, as I have explained you part 1 Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom, and today I am explaining you part 2. So shall I start? Okay. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters and troop carriers roared in a perfect formation over the Union building. So children underline the word awe. Awe means surprise and array means an impressive display. So here students Nelson Mandela here he says he just describing of O ceremony. He says after some time the helicopters and the jet planes they started flying in the sky, and it was a sign of saluting the new democratic government, and all the spectators they were surprised to see this beautiful jet planes. Let's move on to the chapter, students. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected. So, students, underline this word precision. Precision, that means accuracy. So as I explained you, all the people they were very happy, they were very excited to see this jet planes, and all the military force they were acknowledge the new government as well as they salute the new government. Now let's move on to the chapter. Only moments before, the highest generals of the South African Defence Force and Police, their chests bedecked with ribbons and medals from days gone by, saluted me and pledged their loyalty. So, children, underline the word bedecked. Sorry, wait a minute, students. It is here. So, bedecked means decorated, right, students? So, here as wait a minute, let me bring this one. So a moment before, that means, do you know what? Before the display of air show, the defense force of South Africa as well as the heads of police. You can see heads of police. Okay, and on their uniform, you can see on their uniform what is there. You can see the medals. You can see, right, students. So medals, ribbons were there, and that means all these medals and badges shows it showed their victory, right, students, in so many wars, and they all saluted Nelson Mandela and promised that they would be loyal to their country. Now let's move on to this, students. From here, okay, from here, right, I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. Finally, a sovereign of Impala jets left a smoke trail of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the new South African flag. Wait a minute, students. So, here, unmindful, you just underline the word unmindful, that means conscious of or aware of. So here Nelson Mandela says that these heads of military force and police force who were saluting him, you can see these military force and police force, heads of military and heads of police force, they were saluting Nelson Mandela, and students, few month ago only, and they had arrested Nelson Mandela, right? And why they had arrested, do you know? Because Nelson Mandela was against apartheid, right? And sovereign word given over here, come to this part, sovereign. Do you know the meaning of sovereign? That means in zigzag. Wait a minute, students, let me show it to you, this one, a zigzag pattern in shape of V. Okay, you can see like this zigzag pattern. Okay, so that is chevron, right? So exactly these jets were releasing the smokes of different colors, and these jets you can see, and they were emitting the smokes of different colors, and these colors are generally South African colors. So let me show it to you, this flag of South Africa. Let me show it to you like this. So this jet planes, they were emitting the smokes, and that is of, do you know what? The smokes of African flags color, like red, blue, green, right? Now let's move on to the chapter, students. Let's move on to the chapter. The day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems and the vision of white singing Nikose Sikele, Africa, and black singing Daistam, the old anthem of the Republic. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem they once despised, they would soon know the words by heart. So, students, underline the word. Underline here symbolized. Symbolized means be a symbol of. What? Be a symbol of. Then underline lyrics. Lyrics means the words of a song. Then students despised. Despised meaning is hated. Right? So here students, the author. The author means Nelson Mandela. So here students, Nelson Mandela remembers the day as the playing of two national anthems of the country, one of the whites and other that of the blacks. On that day, no one knew the wordings of the anthem of the blacks, but Mandela was confident, that everyone would soon learn this anthem that they once hated. Right, students? On the day of the inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a sense of history. So here, students, on the day of the inauguration ceremony, the author means Nelson Mandela, was remembering the days of the past, right, students? In the first decade of the 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birth, the white-skinned peoples of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the dark-skinned peoples of their own land. So here, students, first decade of the 20th century means, do you know? Here it is written over here, first decade of the 20th century. That means it's beginning of the 1900. It's beginning of the 1900. And first decade means 1900 to 1910, right? And at that time, first Anglo-Boer War started, and that means war between English and African people, right? And this started, wait a minute, students. Wait a minute, let me bring it this one, show it to you. So here, students, as what I was explaining you, that first Anglo-Boer War started, right, between English and African people, and this war before the birth of this war started before the birth of Nelson Mandela, and after this war, apartheid was prevailed over South Africa. That means white skinned people started dominating dark skinned people, and they started the rule called apartheid. Right, students? Now let's move on to the chapter. Okay. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, most inhuman societies the world has ever known. Now, in the last decade of the 20th century and my own eighth decade as a man, that system had been overturned forever and replaced by one that recognized the rights and freedoms of all peoples, regardless of the color of their skin. So, as I told you, students, let's talk about the society created by the white people, and this system created an atmosphere of extreme cruelty and injustice for a particular part of the community. Right, students? Wait a minute, students. Right, okay. So now he is in his eighth decade. Eighth decade, that means now Nelson Mandela, he is in his 80, okay, as a man. And he, along with countless other people, have changed this entire system that treats humans as humans, irrespective of color, caste, gender, or age. Right? Are you getting me? That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifices of thousands of people, people whose suffering and courage can never be counted or repaid. I felt that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. That long and noble line ended and now began again with me. I was pained that I was not able to thank them and that they were not able to see what their sacrifices had wrought. So, children, underline the word unimaginable. Underlined? So, the meaning of unimaginable is difficult or impossible to imagine, right? And patriots. Can you tell me the meaning of patriots? Okay, correct. A person who loves his country. A person who loves his country. And wrought meaning is done or achieved. Right, students? So here Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela, as I explained, students, that on the day of inauguration ceremony, Nelson Mandela was remembering the day of the past, the days of the past, right? And again he was mentioning here, students, that these equal and free country was a result of sacrifices of countless other men and women who fought all their lives for this day. Okay, and again Nelson Mandela, the author of this chapter, wishes, what he wishes, do you know? If he could thank them all, but unfortunately they didn't live to see the result of their courage. Nelson Mandela gathered his courage and power from all these people and thus wishes to make them proud. So now let's move on to the next para, students. Children, let's start. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. So, here Nelson Mandela says apartheid was really a frightening experience for the black skinned people. All of us will spend many years, if not generations, recovering from that profound hurt. Profound, meaning of profound, students, deep. So here author says that it will take a long time for them to move on, but the decades of oppression and brutality had another unintended effect, and that was that it produced the Oliver Thombos, the Walter Sislers, the Chief Luthers, the Yusuf Dandos, the Bram Fisker, the Robert Zubisky of our time, men of such extraordinary, wait a minute, students, men of such extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity that their like may never be known again. So here Nelson Mandela says, author Nelson Mandela says that this hard time had its negative impact, but it also exposed a lot of strong and courageous men who stood up and raised their voice. So you can see all these courageous men, students, who stood up against apartheid. Right, students? So let's move on to the chapter, on to the para. So here, my country is rich in the mineral and gems that lies beneath its soil, but I have always known that its greatest wealth is its people, finer and truer than the purest diamond. So as you can, the process of making gold and diamond, students, though it's a very long and difficult one, right? To get diamond, we have to what we have to do, we have to burn certain type of rocks in high temperature and high pressure for a long time. Okay, and though it was a strenuous process, but what we get in the end is worth it. A shiny bright diamond. In the end, what we get? A shiny bright diamond. So here Nelson Mandela and its team were like a diamond who had gone through the long hardship to get the end result. And you know what was the end result? Can you tell me? Let me show it to you one slide. Come on, read all of you, students. The end result, FREEDOM. I'm not going to say, you have to say. What was the end result? The end result was freedom. Right, student? So here Nelson Mandela says that South Africa is rich in minerals and gems, but its greatest strength lies in its people. Right, students? Now let's move on to the next para student. It is from these comrades in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. Time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. I have seen men stand up to attacks and torture without breaking, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph for it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who does conquers that fear. So, students, just underline the word here, comrades. The meaning of comrades is a colleague or a fellow member of an organization. Repeating, a colleague or a fellow member of an organization. Then, students, resilience. The meaning of resilience, can you see it is here? Resilience meaning is the capacity to recover quickly from difficulties or toughness, we can say. Okay. Then defies. Defies means refuse to obey. Right? And this one is the last, triumph. Triumph means correct. Great victory. Right? So here students, Nelson Mandela says that he gained his strength to stand against the wrong from all the great nationalists he mentioned above. As you can see on the screen, students. Okay. So Nelson Mandela got his strength from all these brave men who have even risked their lives for freedom and tolerated ill treatment but never stopped fighting. Right, students? He learned that courage didn't mean the absence of fear. The man who overcomes his fear is called brave. Right? Are you getting me, students? No one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. So here Nelson Mandela conveying beautiful message to all the people and saying that no one is taught by its society to hate humans because of their skin, color, age, gender and religion. Further, Nelson Mandela mentioned, let's move on to the para students. Further, Nelson Mandela mentioned people must learn to hate, and if they can learn to hate, they can be taught to love. For love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Here, Nelson Mandela further mentioned students that no one is inborn with hatred, right? The author's idea is that if people can be taught hatred, they can also be taught love and brotherhood. Now, students, even in the grimmest times in prison, when my comrades and I were pushed to our limits, I would see a glimmer of humanity in one of the guards, perhaps just for a second, but it was enough to reassure me and keep me going. Man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never extinguished. So now here Nelson Mandela mentioned here that students, he says that in their most testing times in prison, when they were being treated brutally, Mandela would see a pinch of humanity and kindness in one of the guards, and that was the enough to keep him going. Are you getting me, students? Right? Okay. He believes that goodness in human being can be suppressed but never eliminated. Right?